To have another one of these where we're going to pretend that I don't. All things in different days, yeah. Bear with me, I couldn't remember any song to sing. Hello, beautiful bookworms! My name is Katarina and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing a book haul. And this book haul is probably going to spend the entirety of the month of October because you already know me. I get books and then I forget that I get them, and so I start hauling them and I film various clips of the same fucking thing because that's my mind, that's my head. I don't remember how many mangas I have and how many mangas I don't have, or how many books I have or have not hauled. And so for your viewing pleasure alone, I am going to start October's book haul. So first and foremost, a rerun from last month book haul, and that is Welcome Back Alice, Volume 2 by Shuzo Oshimi. Welcome Back Alice, Volume 2. So last month I hauled Volume 1 and 3, and Volume 2, mine had a really, something in the back that it wasn't okay, and so since it was paid for, it was in back and I got a new one because we deserve. That's just what I'm going to say, and I'm very happy now that I can start this one, and it is actually what we want: more Shuzo Oshimi, more panic and psychological unsettling horror mostly. I like it, we like it. Shuzo Oshimi, we have an entire shelf. We want more. Then we have one that I never expect to have in my hands at the current time, and it's still sealed in paper, which you know I love, and that is Goodnight Punpun, Volume 1 by Inyo Asano. Yes, this has been out of stock every fucking where. Finally, and I am hoping that I can have the rest of them. They're like 9, I think, before they completely run out of print, at least this edition, because it's a really pretty one. But here's hoping, here's dreaming. I love Inyo Asano. I have like an author's shelf with his books, his mangas, and I want to know the story of Punpun. And it says, meet Punpun Puniyama. He's an average kid in an average town. He wants to win a Nobel Prize and save the world. He wants the girl he has a crush on to like him back. He wants to find some porn. That's what he wants, but what does he get? And I love it so much. If you're not intrigued, let me just tell you that Asano has one of the best art styles ever, and also hard topics hitting every time in his mangas, and so it's a really great one to start with, or to just keep going on your manga journey. Pretending that the scenery hasn't changed, let's keep going with a new manga that I got for this month, and that is Sailor Moon, the Naoko Takeuchi collection edition in the paperback version. So this is volume 3. You can see that we have Sailor Mars in volume 3, which Mars is my planet of my sign. So, and I always loved Sailor Mars. So very excited for this. I don't know what is happening at this point in time, but I think we already have... Oh yeah, we already have other sailors, and I really love Sailor Moon and I really enjoy it, and this edition is really beautiful. Then we have another one that is pretty cool, and that is Monotone Blue by Nagabe. This is a one-shot, and I do believe it's boy-on-boy romance, but with furry undertones to it. Nagabe always enjoys drawing characters that are more animal-like than human-like. They're like humanoid animals, and then putting intertones of relationships and human behavior to those characters. And I have read The Girl on the Other Side, yeah, and enjoyed it, and I have a lot of one-shot volumes of his to read because just I love of him. I don't know if it's a him, but that's just... I love the art style, and I love the stories and the feelings, and it's a beautiful one. Then we have volume 4 of Rosen Blood by Kashiru Ishizue, my trashy vampire loves. I love the cover for this one. This is the last of the brothers that was missing, so there are 4 brothers, so 4 covers, each one of them with the vampires, and I do believe there's more to come, and I'm extremely happy about it. I have read all of them except this one at the time that I'm filming this, and I'm very, very hopeful to read this soon. Then we have Alice in Borderland Volume 3 by Haruasu, and I haven't read any of this, but I also haven't watched the Netflix TV series show. But I want to. I really want to. I've heard a lot of good things, and since I have all 3 that are coming out, these look like really beautiful editions. So, I mean, I would invest my time into actually read these. Then another one that we have is Goodnight Punpun Volume 2 by Inyo Asano. And if you guys don't know, I love Inyo Asano and all of his works. And so I'm very excited to finally delve into like his big work of Goodnight Punpun. And in the back it says, Punpun was an average kid in an average town, but things have changed. The love of his life wants to kill him, his parents got divorced, and God is being mean to him. What are you going to do now, Punpun? And I'm like, it makes me laugh, because it's like, how the fuck is this possible? And Punpun is just, I don't know. I want to read this so much. Then I have 2 volumes that go together as one, and that is volumes 10 and 11 of Blood on the Tracks by Shuzo Oshimi. If you can see behind me, I do have an Oshimi shelf being built, and so these 2 are going straight there. And I don't know why the covers are blood red and creepy at this moment, but I am loving this. I cannot believe at this moment in time of filming this, I've only read 2 of the Blood on the Tracks series. But oh my god, do I want to. It's like, this is going to be the psychological mother-child horror that I've always wanted to read, but it's probably going to be really heavy. So yeah, but I'm very excited to have these. Next up, we have Bloodstained Teeth Volume 1, and this one is called Bite Me. This is by Christian Ward, Patrick Reynolds, Heather Moore, Hassan Otsman Elhau. And it's basically a vampire story, but not a trashy one, even though I love those, but a very serious vampire story. And so in this story, apparently there are 2 types of vampires. There's the firstborns, and the firstborns are the ones that are like the immortal vampires, and they have the ability to form others. But those others are called sips, and they are not rational vampires. They are very angry. They always want to drink blood. They satiate all of their appetites. And this is a story of this dude, Atticus Sloane. He is sort of like a criminal in the world of firstborns, because if you pay him, he will turn you into a vampire, into a sip. However, the council, the firstborns are not enjoying this, and so they tell him, you have an ultimatum: or you kill each and every one of your children and the sips that you formed throughout the entirety of the city and the world, or we will kill you. And so it's his story. We get some of the backstories of each of the sips that he formed, and we get him on this demand to actually kill his children before they kill him. It's actually incredibly interesting. There's an overall arching plot that has to do with a main thing and specific characters, and then you have all of the sips and all of the characters that he met throughout his time, and you kind of start wondering if it turned these people because they could pay him, or if it turned them because they could pay him and had cases that made him feel like he needed to turn them. So it's very interesting. I already read this first volume and I really enjoyed it. And then we have Babel? I don't know, Babel, I think. An arcane story. And this had another name, I think, but I don't remember. This is by R.F. Kwang. I have the special Waterstones edition that is signed by the author, and I absolutely love it. It has like black sprayed edges, which we can't have enough of in the world, in my opinion. And I am really wanted to read this. At the time of filming this video, I haven't picked this up, but I'm going to right after I'm filming this because I'm incredibly curious about Babel. I have heard a lot of people raving about it, but I also heard some reviews saying that it's kind of like pretentious, which I'm expecting because it's dark academia. I've never read anything by R.F. Kuang, but I have felt like I needed to read her stories. I needed to read what she had to say because I felt very, I don't know, connected to the themes that she wanted to explore. And so let's see if Babel is a better dark academia story than A Secret History. So that's going to be all for this book haul. If you like it, leave a like or subscribe and tell me down below if you've read any of these books, if you want to read any of these books, and if you know any of these books. Hope you had an incredible spooky season at the time that this is coming out. It's possibly already over, but we will stay spooky a little in this channel. So that's, yeah. Happy readings to you all. Bye! I don't know what to sing. Do you know when you don't know a song? And you just have to sing. So you just sing what it comes to you now. Oh, I am ridiculous.